Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? I am very red today, and that has nothing to do with our pedal that we're demoing today, which is the MXR Talk Box. So if you don't know what a talk box is, odds are you've probably heard it in a song before. For instance, if you listen to Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer and you hear the that's a talk box. If you listen to Peter Frampton, for instance, Do You Feel Like We Do? Talk box. Alice in Chains, Man in the Box, that's also a talk box, and many other bands have used a talk box, including Metallica. Specifically, from what I remember, Holier Than Thou, and like I said, many other people have used talk boxes. Richie Sambora, who played with Bon Jovi, really loves playing with these, and so is Peter Frampton. I actually got this pedal on Christmas as a very fun Christmas present, and it is the heaviest guitar pedal I own. Why is that? Well, that's because a talk box is actually a speaker, and we'll dive more in depth with that, why that is when you actually get it all set up. But yeah, so yeah, it's one of the heaviest pedals I own. When you stomp on the switch, it sounds like this, which is kind of loud. I like the softer buttons, and yeah, very durable. All metal casing, not one bit of plastic on here. That's not the knobs or the thing the tube goes in. Yes, a tube, and yeah, very fun. And it looks like you get into it by using Allen wrenches if you want to dive in and get all the electronics. And the one I got for Christmas, it came in this big white box, said MXR in it, and that's why seeing that Tyler from Music Is Win, when he got his MXR Talk Box, that's how the packaging came in. And with the packaging, you're also going to get a long tube, which this end goes into the pedal, and this end goes in your mouth. Also, in my box, it came with a lot of guitar cables, specifically two that go from talk box to amp to talk box, and then two patch cables. So let's talk about how we're going to set this talk box up. You're going to need several things. You're going to need, obviously, your talk box, you're going to need your tube, and you're going to need 3 full-length guitar cables. Yeah, 3. It's a long, complicated process. Not really that complicated, and hopefully this will help you get it set up better. Step 1, put the tube with this rounded end inside of the talk box hole. And now our talk box is set up, we just need to plug in the cables. Okay, now we're going a bit handheld, and I'm now using the GoPro mic because I have to travel all around my little set. So what we have to do is we're going to plug one into the output side of the pedal, which will go directly behind our guitar cabinet, and it will go into one of the outputs, as you see right there, hopefully. And then that goes right into the pedal, and then the other one goes into our input, and then that goes back into the head. Some in cases you can plug in the back, but I find that it works in the effects loop. By the way, the amp we are using is the Quilter 101 mini head into the Bugera 112TS, which I find that works really well together. And then our third guitar cable is just going to be what our instrument goes into. And then that goes right into our thing. It also runs off of an AC adapter. I don't think that batteries can go inside because I haven't even took the back plate off, but I highly doubt it. So, adapter, which I don't believe it comes with one, so get that. And then once that's all hooked up, you plug your cable into your guitar, the one's going from your amp. So let's plug that in. And then we turn on our amplifier, turn the pedal on, and this is the sound we get. What, you were expecting something else? So the reason why you're not hearing anything through the actual amplifier, and I'm going to turn the volume down all of the way, you might be hearing a faint little distortion. And that is because the sounds comes from the tube. So this amplifies, like I said, becomes the amplifier. There's a built-in speaker in it, and it comes out microwaves through the tube. So if we put this thing in our mouth, we can manipulate the sounds of the notes we make. So for instance, let me get the mic a bit closer so that way it sounds a bit better. And this is how you ideally want to set up your talk box. You either want to have a microphone stand, or you get one of these things with this condenser mic, and where you just have the talk box tube sitting somewhere conveniently, then go up to it. And it does come with a thing that you can put on a separate mic stand, which I do have a mic stand. I'm just like this amount, a tiny bit more. I'm just going to go through all the tones. For instance, right now we're at 12 o'clock across the board. We have a volume, a tone, and a gain knob. And of course, once you mess around with your talk box, you can go ahead and put your guitar signal mix and get some cool sounds. For instance, I'm going to turn the gain up a tiny bit on here and the volume a tiny bit up. And just so you know, this is how the guitar sounds, and we're just going to turn the talk box off. We're only going to be running clean today because this amp is best with clean, doesn't really do distortion that well, and I don't have a distortion pedal plugged in, but turn the talk box on. I'm just going to do some single note lines here. So that's how that sounds. We're actually going to turn the amp volume all the way down for this demo. We're just going through tones through the talk box. So this is how we sound with knobs at 12 o'clock. Now we're going to turn the volume up a tiny bit more. The problem with the talk box is that once you get to a certain volume, it clips off and then it just turns off, to which you have to turn the pedal off and turn it back on again and adjust your volume. So we're going to turn our volume on 3 o'clock. Hopefully this works out good. And if not, it shows you what happens. So you see there, it just turned off. So when that situation happens, just turn your pedal off, roll your volume back a bit, and turn it back on, and see if it works. And so you see there, signal got overloaded a tiny bit. So we're going to turn the pedal off, turn it back on again, roll the volume back a tiny bit, and we're going to turn our gain up, actually, to about 3 o'clock. We're going to roll our tone back to 11 o'clock. And the limitations of the talk box are just what sounds your mouth can make. I call the talk box the infinite wah pedal just because you have so many settings with it. And you can also like shape words with it like Peter Frampton does. Personally, my favorite is to take Miles Davis's So What, a song that should not be talk boxed, and just, well, you'll see. So what? So what? So what? So what? Kind of said so what there. So now we're going to see what happens if we roll the tone knob all the way down. With the gain still at 3 o'clock, just so you can hear it better. And volume still at 1 o'clock-ish, 1:30. Now we're going to roll all the way on, just for contrast. 12 o'clock. Now we're going to roll the gain all the way off. So that's fun. Gain all the way up. So it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of ways that you can, like, in the middle, you can just, like, accidentally stop what you're doing. For instance, just biting down or putting your tongue on the tube. Like, for instance. Which creates kind of like a cool quick kill switch effect. And of course, if you just close your mouth, the pedal's still going to work and it just becomes a muffled noise. I don't know if that's going to come through when I test it out right here, but it'd be cool if it does. Which it feels super weird. And like I said, that's... And then you can, of course, bleed your signal into it. And just for fun, we're going to actually turn the gain on the amp up. Something like that. And we're going to turn the gain all the way back down. Turn the volume all the way back down. And that is basically the gist of the talk box. You just kind of have to feel for yourself, have fun with it, experiment a lot with it. It's very fun to experiment. I call it the most impractical guitar pedal, but the most fun guitar pedal. Because, like I said, if you want an infinite wah, boom, go ahead. If you just want to mess around, go ahead. Like I said, with this, your options are unlimited. It's pretty cool, pretty fun. And yeah, the reason why I say it's impractical is just because you have to get a mic stand, you have to get a microphone, you have to put a tube in your mouth, and if you're like playing live, people are going to be like, what are you doing? To which you're like, I'm Peter Frampton. I'm Alice in Chains, Jerry Cantrell. Many Alice in Chains fans are going to come kill me today. But that's besides the point. Overall, I really love this pedal. It's a very fun guitar pedal. I'm definitely going to find a way to use it live, much to everyone's dismay. Very, like I said, super fun. I believe it is going on sweetwater.com for $170, which I don't know if that is more or less than their previous model of their talk box, the Line 6 Healy, the Hale, whatever it was, Banshee talk box. But all I know is that I really love this talk box. It's the first talk box I ever tried, and it's a really fun talk box, and I highly recommend it. If you have a talk box or have a favorite talk box song, let me know down in the comments section below. If you like this video, leave a like, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell notification, because I hear that's important now. And I'll see you next Monday or next Monday or Thursday with a new video, depending on what day I upload this one. Well, anyway, guys, goodbye and good night. Goodbye.